Hello everybody, my name is Zach, aka The Weather Gamer. Whoops, bringing you APA. This is actually a combined video. It's the team builder and the match. There's been a blizzard that happened the weekend I was supposed to... Well, this last weekend actually, because these go up after the match is played. Anyways, and then bitter cold. Right now, the outside wind chill is -20. So I came over to plow and accidentally got the plow truck stuck. So I'm waiting for my parents to come tow me so I can finish plowing. But while I wait, I came in here to warm up because it's freaking deep freezer out there. But because of that, I couldn't play my matches on time. Or I couldn't play them live and record them live. I had to play them from my laptop. So we're going to post-com this one. But I am playing SV Torn. That's an old name for a lot of people to hear. And his Vancouver Corviknights. So it's Corviknight v Corviknight. Battle of the Knights. You can see the team I've got. Corviknight, and those 6 that are up and the 6 that are there are the 6 that I'm bringing and the 6 he brought. But I've got Corviknight, Necro, Rabombi, Hacks, Rhyperior, Morpeko, Cramorant. I have Morpeko's back. Thwackey and Flareon are all new. And Dracolope. So, like I said, sorry, give me a second. Okay. It is so cold out there, it sucks the wind out of your lungs. So, like I said last week, even though I've been on a win streak, I was going to blow up the team. I wasn't comfortable with some of the stuff, particularly Trevenant hadn't done anything. Rapidash did not feel comfortable. And we wanted me to have a dark type again, so we swapped out Morpeko for Boltund again. It's got 1 transaction left for the season. We'll see if I need to use it, but we're also 3-3 -9, which I believe puts us in playoffs right now if they ended today. Yes, we are in playoffs right now. We're the 11th seed right behind Torn. So, a loss could very easily kick us down. A win would help keep us in that position. So, but yeah, new team. I like Thwackey because where's my team? Where is there it is. I like this team a lot better now. Thwackey gives me Grassy Surge, gives me something that's bulkier. This speed stat is not correct. It's not 50. It's actually base 85, so it's decently fast. Flareon gives me a special wall, which I was sorely lacking. I did pick up 2 more physical attackers, though. Same with Morpeko, another physical attacker. So Necro and Rabombi are kind of my only 2, and Dracolope are kind of my only 2 special attackers. Even Dracolope's not the greatest, so I really hope I don't run into physical walls or Will-O-Whispers again. But Torn's team is right here. He's got Galarian, Darm, Goodra, Primarina, Araquanid, Dracozolt, Bronzong, Pin Urchin, Greedent, Raboot, and Galarian. Linoon. I figured the first 5 were probably coming, and then to me it was a toss-up between Bronzong and Raboot, and it turned out to be Raboot instead. So, we'll do the team here real quick. Huge shout-outs to Savage and Rye and the rest of the front office for helping with this team this week. I did ignore Rye on the Rhyperior a little bit. He wanted Stealth Rock, Stone Edge, over Rock Slide, Earthquake, Crunch, and he wanted me to run Impish max defense instead of the tank EV spread that I normally run. I chose to ignore that because I don't want to risk a Stone Edge miss at this point, especially with how my season is kind of sitting in the precarious position right now. Do I make playoffs or not? I didn't want to run the risk of a miss. I'd rather miss Rock Slide, which is, I believe, 90% accurate. Yeah, over the 75% accurate Stone Edge. Earthquake and Crunch, and I wanted the Adamant attack because I knew what that would do to some of the mons that were coming. Stealth Rocks were very critical. They punish that Darmanitan. They break anything Sash. Rock Slide for Raboot and Darm, and Araquanid doesn't necessarily appreciate it. Earthquake for the Dracozolt. and Crunch just for damage. If Bronzong's there, I crunch it. Or had Bronzong come, I would have crunched it, or crunching the Primarina for damage. With leftover Solid Rock to take a hit. Corviknights, Rocky Helmet, Mirror Armor. Again, thank you, Rye, for catching that, because I was pressured to try and stall the Darm if I had to, but Mirror Armor actually will come in clutch. You'll see it in the match where Mirror Armor is going to come in clutch, so very, very glad we switched that. Rocky Helmet, obviously, to punish the Darm, to punish the Dracozolt, to help me wall the Araquanid. It hits and punishes everything. I can roost off the damage, defog away his webs. He has no removal, so once I put hazards up, they're there to stay unless I get rid of them myself. Why would I get rid of them? If he sets sticky webs before I get a chance to set sticky webs, I'll need to clear those and then reset mine to keep him from having Darm having a choice band, choice scarf situation, because that thing's scary, and then taunt for the Araquanid so it can't set webs. If it liquidates me, this was the reason Rye wanted me to switch it. If it liquidates me, it gets the defense drop, not me. And then obviously Brave Bird Roost, pretty simple. Max defense, 8 into the speed. Extremely defensive Corviknight. Necro here is Lumberry with Photon Geyser, Knockoff, Dragon Dance, and Morning Sun. Rye specifically EV'd this at +2 to outspeed Scarf Darm. Max attack. And hey, there's my parents. I'll be right back. Okay, I have no idea how long of a jump cut that was. That was probably 2 hours. Because my dad came, he pulled me out, I finished plowing. Back here recording now, so sorry if everything's all wonky. I think I was talking about this Necrozma. Lumberry, in case I get scalded. Also 8, so I'm a little burpy. Photon Geyser, Knockoff, Dragon Dance, and Morning Sun. Rye EV'd this to be faster than Scarf Darm at +2. Photon Geyser is just extremely spammable. Knockoff is extremely spammable versus... Sorry, my mom just texted me. Oh, she texted a while ago. She wants to know if I'm going to come watch the football games. Soon. I'm recording. And then I'm getting this uploaded. No, I'll upload tomorrow. It's fine. I can upload tomorrow. But yeah, this thing is, just in the Morning Sun to heal. Very, very spammable. He has, Galarian Linoon, which, if that doesn't count, I was fine Photon Geysering. Otherwise, I just knock it off and do something else. But Flareon, okay, so this was... The set was by Savage. The EVs were by Rye. And this Flareon is a God tier set. It's Guts Toxic Orb with Flare Blitz, Facade, Protect, and Quick Attack. After Sticky Webs, this thing just goes in. It straight goes in. That's pretty much what happens, is it just goes with Sticky Webs up. Does a huge ton of damage to everything because of the Guts boosted. Guts boosted Quick Attack does huge to everything. Facade can OHKO the Primarina. Facade can do like 70-some% to Araquanid. Goodra dies to Facade. Darm dies to Flare Blitz. It's just nuts how powerful this thing is. And you'll see in the game how that works out. We've got choice, it's pretty much choice band Haxorus, same speed stat, or I speed creep the Darm, so I'll know if it's faster than me, or if I have Sticky Webs and it's Scarfed, it'll be slower than me. I click Earthquake until Primarina and Araquanid die, and after they die, then I just click Outrage, and I don't stop clicking Outrage. First Impression does a huge ton of damage as well, because I'm Mold Breaker. Bronzong's not even safe from Levitate. Earthquakes, Bandit Haxorus just hits like a fucking truck. It really does. And finally we have Sash Drabombi. This is the lead. I set Sticky Webs or I U-turn into, if he leads Araquanid, then I U-turn into Corviknight, and I get rid of Araquanid, or get rid of webs at least to keep them off my side of the field, and then at some point, as long as I don't have rocks up on my side of the field, which was the case if Bronzong came, otherwise he didn't bring a rocker, so I could get in without losing my sash and set my webs up again, and then possibly reflect, potentially, and webs are pretty critical. Again, speed stat, I am faster than, he's got a base 100 Linoon, max special attack, and then the rest goes into bulk. So, that was the team. So we'll go into the match here. No Bronzong, so I was very, very happy with that. No stealth rocks that I'd have to deal with on my side. Araquanid's there, so I was thinking webs. Darmanitan is probably scarfed. I'm guessing like Spexed Goodra potentially. I wasn't sure what the Raboot might be. Dracozolt I thought might be scarfed, and Primarina maybe like AV or something. Not AV, defensive, like max defense Primarina, but I don't see a reason why not to lead Rabombi. I either U-turn on the Araquanid into Corviknight, or I set my own webs up and put his team in a very sticky situation. He ends up leading Raboot. Because I know I'm sashed, I can throw off the sticky webs. If he hits me first, I know he's scarfed, potentially allowing me to lock into something different, or bring in something different if he locks himself into Flare Blitz or something. So webs go up, he does Flare Blitz, knocks me to sash, so I know he's not faster than me. I think, okay, I'll U-turn on this, go into Flareon or Rhyperior, because neither of them really give a damn about a Flare Blitz. And shows the Sucker Punch. I forgot that Cinderace gets Sucker Punch. I kind of wish that I had gone for the Reflect there, because I could have scouted the Sucker Punch and then hard switched. But it's fine. I've got my webs up, which was the priority. Rabombi's got webs. As long as I keep webs off my side of the field, or I set up speed on Necro, I don't really care. So Rabombi goes down. I go Flareon because I do not care what jump he has to do to me. I just don't. Whatever this thing's going to do to me, I don't care. It's not going to hurt me to the point where I'm worried. Webs are up. Flareon protects, gets the Toxic Orb, and then it's go time, pretty much. He unfortunately high jump kicks on the Protect. It was sheer total coincidence and sheer total luck that I managed to get him to HJK on my Protect. It ends up killing Jumpy because of the recoil. I get my Toxic boost, and this is now Guts Flareon. That Facades. In Torn's position, I know he desperately wants webs up because it neutralizes my webs, basically. And I can't reset mine. So if he thinks I'm going to try and defog him away. I know he desperately wants it, but if I was Torn, I would have attacked right there because Flareon Guts boosted is a very big issue. And I punish the Sticky Web by Facading again, knowing that I'm faster. The Darm comes in, it's slower, I protect, and I see, okay, it's Rock Slide. I could have stayed, no I couldn't. 317. What was my speed stat? 212. 217 divided by 1.5. I was faster? I was faster. Oh, I was faster than the Darm. I thought I was slower. Because I didn't have my calcs in front of me like I normally do because one monitor, laptop. I was faster than this Darm. I should have stayed in because I would have killed with Flare Blitz. I would have just So I make the switch because I know he's choice locked at this point. Or I'm scouting to see if he's choice locked because my guess is he's Guerrilla Tactics, Scarf. And I switched. Oh, that was unfortunate because I would have been faster. Rapier doesn't care about this. I'm going to go ahead and set my Stealth Rocks. The Goodra comes out. Perfectly okay with that because, again, no hazard removal. Darmanitan takes 25% every time it comes in. Primarina gets chipped down, putting it in range of Necro potentially. The Flamethrowers does nothing. I go ahead and Earthquake, do a solid chunk. A second Earthquake's going to kill this Goodra, so there's no point in me not Earthquaking. And unfortunately, he gets a crit Draco. That crit really mattered because had he not crit me, Rhyperior would have killed this thing. But here, okay, this is where Corviknight being Mirror Armor is going to come in handy. You'll see why here in a second. His Gooey triggers. I Brave Birded trying to kill this thing because I knew it had Flamethrower. I didn't want to take the Flamethrower and get myself chipped too much where Darm could two-shot me. But Gooey goes off because smart play. His team is built around Dracozolt and Darmanitan being faster than me. So Webs and Gooey are great. It ends up reflecting the Gooey back at him, which was a huge thing. The Flamethrowers, because he's -2 attack, it doesn't do anything. Because I know he's -2 attack, because I know that his speed is so slow, and he's basically, he dies to rocks, so he has no reason to not stay in and just attack. I flip into Necro because this is where Necro can start setting up. And once Necro sets up, then Necro sweeps, potentially. So I take the Flamethrower, he gets the unfortunate burn, the Lumberry, I Dragon Dance. Draco's a crit would have been really nasty. I'm glad he crit the one that he did. Goes into Primarina. Again, I would have stayed in and attacked. I Morning Sun to see if I can heal up because I want information on this Primarina because I didn't know if at +2 attack I could kill Primarina. So I take the +2 and put my shield intact because if he was defensive, I wouldn't kill and I'd lose Necro here. And Necro was set up was basically my win con to beat everything else down. Special attack drop doesn't matter. It turns out that he was offensive based on the damage. He was a more offensive Primarina. I never talked to Torn about his team comp, so I never did find out exactly what he was, but Photon Geyser goes goodbye. Darmanitan is slower. It's at 317, and I'm at, like, what was my speed stat? I am at 330, so I'm definitely faster than this thing. Under Webs. And Darmanitan goes away, and this thing doesn't live a hit at +2, and Goodra dies to rocks. So, hey, 18 turns. I'm no Mr. 18 turns, but I did pick up 18 turns. But yeah, we end up picking up a 4-0. Necro and Flareon just wrecking shop. Beating the living tar out of this team. But GG's to Torn. He played really well. Like, he needs hazard removal, but besides hazard removal, his team's very damn strong. So, but yeah, back in Necro, taking her out. So, thank you guys for watching. Sorry about this. They will be live recording unless weather dictates. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.